How's it going, everybody? The Big Games Big Deal sale just started on PlayStation. It's running from now until May 6th, and there's a ton of absolute bangers on sale for up to 90% off. Every day I put together lists of the top games you can get at a deep discount, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss tomorrow's video. Alright, with that out of the way, let's get straight into it. For $7, 75% off, Far Cry 3 Classic Edition is a first-person shooter set on the dangerous Rook Islands, surviving against pirates, mercenaries, and deadly wildlife while exploring a lush, living ecosystem. You can tackle missions stealthily with knives and silenced weapons, or go full assault with guns, explosives, and vehicles, while side missions, crafting, and outpost liberation expand gameplay and offer endless replayability. It's an 89 on game rankings, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 20 hours to platinum. For $10, 67% off, Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection is a definitive fighting game compilation celebrating 3 decades of the iconic franchise, featuring 12 titles from the Street Fighter 1, 2, 3, and Alpha series. Relive the classic arcade experience with online arcade mode, or challenge friends in online lobbies across 4 of the most definitive entries, mastering unique fighters, combos, and special moves. It's an 80 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 10 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $10, 60% off, World of Final Fantasy is a charming monster collecting RPG where twins Rain and Lan journey through the world of Grimoire, capturing iconic Final Fantasy creatures and stacking them into strategic monster towers. Explore colorful regions, battle using a unique stacking system, evolve captured mirages into stronger forms, and encounter familiar heroes and villains from across the Final Fantasy universe. It's a 78 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 80 hours to platinum. For $9, 40% off, The Warriors is a gritty third-person beat-em-up that adapts the cult classic film into a story-driven journey through the streets of 1979 New York, filled with neon-lit alleys, dark subway tunnels, and chaotic rooftops. Fight your way across the city as the wrongly accused Warriors, brawling rival gangs with fists and raw street tactics while switching between characters and surviving relentless ambushes. It's an 84 on game rankings, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 15 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $10, 67% off, Ghostbusters The Video Game Remastered is a third-person action-adventure that delivers an original Ghostbusters story set in New York, featuring the full original cast and writing from Dan Aykroyd and Harold Ramis. You hunt and trap ghosts using proton packs, battle large-scale boss encounters, and explore destructible environments across iconic locations while upgrading gear and supporting the Ghostbusters team. It's a 78 on game rankings, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $10, 60% off, Yakuza Like a Dragon Hero Edition is an RPG where you play a low-ranking Yakuza betrayed by the man he trusted most, rising from obscurity to become a hero while uncovering the shocking truth behind his family's destruction. This Hero Edition also includes the Job Set and Management Mode Set DLC, offering expanded gameplay, strategic depth, and a fully immersive, action-packed city life experience. It's an 86 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 80 hours to platinum. For $9, 40% off, Manhunt is a stealth-based horror action game where you play as a man forced into a deadly game of survival in Carcer City, a decaying Rust Belt town where violence is entertainment and no one is safe. Run, hide, and fight to survive against ruthless gangs, corrupt law enforcement, and hunters who kill for sport, using improvised weapons, the environment, and stealth tactics to outsmart and eliminate your pursuers. It's a 77 on game rankings, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $10, 75% off, Star Wars Tales from the Galaxy's Edge Enhanced Edition puts you in the role of a droid repair technician crash-landed on Batuu, taking on missions in the wilds, facing the Guavian Death Gang, and infiltrating a First Order facility. Unlock Cecil Slack's legendary tales to travel across eras and planets, train as a Jedi, guide a Padawan, or hunt bounties as assassin droid IG-88 across multiple difficulty levels and combat styles. It's a 74 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $6, 70% off, Battlefield 4 is a genre-defining action blockbuster powered by the Frostbite 3 engine, delivering large-scale warfare where you can blow the foundations of a dam, reduce a skyscraper to rubble, or lead a naval assault from a gunboat. Beyond its hallmark multiplayer, the game features a dramatic, character-driven campaign following your squad's desperate struggle to find their way home after evacuating American VIPs from Shanghai. It's a 79 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 40 hours to platinum. For $10, 75% off, One Piece Pirate Warriors 4 is a fast-paced Musou action game that throws you into massive battles inspired by the world of One Piece and its legendary pirate crews. Built around large-scale combat and destructible environments, you unleash powerful attacks, send waves of enemies flying, and recreate iconic moments from the series, while fighting across chaotic battlefields filled with smoke, debris, and non-stop action. It's a 75 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 20 hours to platinum. For $9, 70% off, Romancing Saga 3 is an RPG classic making its Western debut, where you choose one of 8 unique protagonists to embark on an epic, destiny-shaping adventure shaped by your choices. Experience optimized HD graphics, additional scenarios, and a New Game Plus feature, while navigating a narrative filled with powerful enemies, ancient mysteries, and morally complex decisions that determine the fate of humanity. It's an 83 on Game Rankings, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 100 hours to platinum. For $7, 75% off, the Dark Pictures Anthology, House of Ashes, is a cinematic, choice-driven horror game where every decision shapes the story, delivering tense, branching narratives full of dread, suspense, and shocking twists. A military unit and CIA operative investigate a suspected chemical weapons facility in Iraq, only to be trapped beneath the desert in the ruins of a buried Sumerian temple, awakening a deadly ancient threat. It's a 73 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $6, 80% off, Journey to the Savage Planet, Employee of the Month Edition, is a goofy first-person adventure where you're dumped on a vibrant alien world by the incompetent Kindred Aerospace to determine if it's suitable for humanity. This definitive version runs at 60 FPS and includes all DLC, letting you explore 4 lively biomes full of odd creatures and humorous surprises using crafted tools like jet boots, grapples, and throwable gadgets. It's a 76 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $8, 60% off, Mega Man X Legacy Collection is a definitive compilation of the classic action platforming series, where players control Mega Man X as he battles deadly mavericks across 4 iconic titles, X, X2, X3, and X4. Dash, wall jump, and acquire enemy weapons while navigating fast-paced levels, mastering boss fights, unlocking new content in X Challenge mode, and exploring a museum of rare art, merchandise, and nostalgic commercials. It's an 81 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 20 hours to platinum. For $10, 75% off, Klonoa Phantasy Reverie series is a remastered collection of 3D side-scrolling action platformers featuring Klonoa Door to Phantomile and Klonoa 2 Lunatea's Veil. Journey through vibrant, dreamlike worlds, solve environmental puzzles, and defeat quirky enemies using Klonoa's ring and wind-based abilities, blending precise platforming, clever mechanics, and exploration with hidden paths and collectibles. It's an 86 average on Game Rankings, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $10, 50% off, Street Fighter V Champion Edition is a premier fighting game featuring a roster of 40 diverse fighters, including Ryu, Chun-Li, and Guile, across multiple iconic stages. Players master unique fighting styles, chain combos, and execute special moves, while facing rivals in intense matches that demand precision, timing, adaptability, and split-second decision-making in both casual and competitive online settings. It's an 80 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 10 out of 10, and about 150 hours to platinum. For $8, 60% off, Braid Anniversary Edition is a puzzle platformer where players manipulate time to solve intricate challenges and uncover hidden truths while exploring beautifully painted worlds. Players rewind, pause, and slow time to traverse hazards, unlock doors, and collect jigsaw pieces across stages such as the city house, forest, and castle, combining precision platforming, clever thinking, and timing-based puzzles. It's a 92 on Game Rankings, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 5 hours to platinum. For $6, 75% off, Vanquish is a fast-paced sci-fi shooter where you play a space DARPA agent tasked with infiltrating the solar-powered colony Providence after it's taken over by a mutinous faction using destructive technology to devastate Earth's cities. You'll engage in high-octane combat against legions of futuristic foes, utilizing the experimental blade system and acrobatic maneuvers to disable the threat to humanity's survival. It's an 84 on Game Rankings, trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $10, 50% off, the Capcom Beat 'em Up Bundle is a collection of 7 classic cooperative arcade games from Capcom's Golden Arcade era. Players battle waves of enemies in Final Fight, Captain Commando, and Knights of the Round, chaining powerful combos, mastering each character's unique moves, and dodging attacks from diverse enemies like Mad Gear gangsters, robots, and knights across iconic levels. It's a 75 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 5 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $7, 65% off, Abzu is a serene underwater exploration adventure where players dive into a vibrant ocean world filled with life, mystery, and ancient secrets. Swim gracefully through stunning aquatic environments, interact with schools of fish that dynamically respond to your movement, and uncover hidden ruins while experiencing a relaxing, visually striking journey inspired by the creators of Journey. It's an 80 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 1 out of 10, and about 5 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $9, 85% off, Samurai Shodown marks the return of the iconic fighting series, featuring 13 beloved fighters and 3 new warriors as they clash in intense, high-stakes battles on legendary stages. With its signature single-strike combat and cinematic art style, each fight delivers fast-paced, strategic duels both online and offline, while the revolutionary AI system creates ghost clones that challenge you with the tactics of top players. It's a 78 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $5, 83% off, LEGO City Undercover is an action-adventure where you play a police officer going undercover to stop the escaped criminal Rex Fury and end his citywide crime spree. Players investigate more than 20 unique districts, drive vehicles, and bust car thieves while navigating busy streets, solving major puzzles, and chasing criminals through rooftops, alleys, and bustling plazas across the sprawling LEGO City metropolis. It's a 77 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 40 hours to platinum. For $9, 70% off, Saga, Scarlet Grace Ambitions is a tactical RPG where players explore a world left in turmoil after a fallen god has been defeated, sparking rebellion and uncertainty across the Empire. Players follow Urpina, Taria, and Balmont as they call on their might, travel vast regions, and engage in events that shape the fate of nations, uncovering hidden dungeons, recruiting allies, and unlocking powerful abilities along the way. It's an 80 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 9 out of 10, and about 150 hours to platinum. For $7, 70% off, Romancing Saga 2 is a tactical RPG where players control multiple generations of rulers in the Varanus Empire and lead them against the legendary 7 heroes. Players engage in battles using weapons, martial arts, and magic while mastering battle formations, tempering weapons, and recruiting allies to strengthen their empire, defend key cities, and confront dangerous enemy commanders across diverse regions. It's a 76 on Game Rankings, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 45 hours to platinum. For $8, 80% off, Sairento VR is a mission-driven VR action RPG set in a reimagined near-future Japan, where you play as a member of the Silent Ones, a covert organization practicing the forgotten martial arts of ancient samurai and ninja. Expect stunning sword fighting and gunplay, challenging levels, and menacing enemies in a game easy to pick up but tough to master, rewarding skill with the feeling of being an action movie hero. It's an 81 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 8 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. Alright, that's it for today's list, everybody. If you've played any of these already, drop your thoughts in the comments. Your insights help others find great games too, it's not just mine. As always, I want to thank all my channel members for their generous support, but to all you out there who watch, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff as well, thank you. You're the reason I'm still having fun making all these videos every day, and I'm genuinely grateful for each and every one of you out there. If you can spare $1 a month, you get early access to all my videos, and it helps me out more than you know. But I know times are tough out there, so all I do ask is, if you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with any new sales stuff that I put out, leave a like, and comment down below if you've got any of these platinums or plan on going for any of them.